you remember me? I'm Adam from
yes, it's good to see you again.
Awesome. I was pretty sure it was going to be kind of hard to forget because it was such a one-on-one thing, but you never know.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see you here today, especially after seeing you at Eat Yourself Healthy. This is going to be our little demonstration on how to more effectively work out whenever you're inside of the gym.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to kind of go over a couple things. And we kind of have a few objectives that I want to make sure and state that are clear that you follow almost every time that you're going into the gym.
Okay.
So one of the biggest things is I like to call this kind of like your self-prep. So as you're doing your self-prep, what I like to make sure you have is a playlist that you know is going to kind of get you amped and you're going to enjoy while you're working out. I like to make sure that you also have some water ready to go inside the gym so you're not having to get up and go back and forth to the water fountain. And I also really think it's a good idea to bring your own towel just because sometimes gym towels can be few and far between and possibly even a little bit gross. And then another thing is just to make sure that you have either a timer with you or that you're in view of some kind of a clock. That way it just helps you to keep track of each duration of your sets. Now that right there, I know is a lot of things in one, but that's just going to help to prepare you so that when you go into the gym, you can really focus on number 2. And that's having a plan of what you're going to do as soon as you walk into the gym. So once you get in, you get yourself set up, which today I've kind of already done for us. But this way, it allows you to have a little area that you can go to, move back and forth relatively quickly, and that way you can keep your heart rate up throughout the whole workout. So you get more bang for your buck that way. Then the other biggest thing is as you step into the gym, you have to almost feel like this is your Coliseum. You know, like this is your Super Bowl. You're running down the tunnel and you're about to break through that sign, you know, like this is war, you know, like you got to get amped and ready for it, you know?
Like Sparta?
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
you know, have fun with it. So then we're just going to tie all of those things together. Now before we do anything, do you have any questions over those objectives?
Well, I just have some things. I did bring my heart watch monitor like you suggested so I could keep up with my heart rate.
Mm-hmm.
And I also brought my daughter's towel to motivate me.
Okay, so that way too, you're almost not even away from her in a way.
No, I have her with me.
I see you also have water there too.
Yes, I brought some water with me.
Today, obviously, we're not really going to worry about a playlist because you have me for your motivation. I'm going to also be kind of trying to pump you up a little bit, but hopefully you'll learn some of those things from me and you can kind of take it with yourself. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to start off and we're just going to do a few exercises so that you can kind of get the gist of how to be intent about your workout.
Okay.
So first thing we're going to do, everybody knows these, we've done these ever since little PE classes in kindergarten. Let's start off with just a little bit of jumping jacks so that we can warm the body up, okay?
Okay.
All right, let me give you just a little bit of space. And whenever you're ready, I'm just going to time you out. 3, 2, let's go. Good. Yeah, it's weird to be back into that mode, right? It kind of makes you feel like a kid again, but it's fun. Perfect. And we're just going to do these for 3, 2, let it rest. Perfect. Now that we've got those out of the way, we're going to try and jump into a kettlebell swing before. Have you ever seen a kettlebell swing done?
No, I haven't.
All right, well, let me give you a quick demonstration.
Okay.
So,
I do know what a kettlebell is.
we have our kettlebell here.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm wearing my stopwatch to make sure our time's kept up. Just grab a hold of it how you're comfortable on this bar. Sit down just like you're sitting over a toilet. Everybody knows how to do that. And then we're just going to explode up to the top, lifting the weight, controlling the swing down, driving from the heels right back up to the top, and controlled right back down. All right?
So you're just kind of sitting up and then lifting that up?
Basically, yes.
Or sitting down and
Sitting down and then coming up.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Am I standing right?
I think you are standing perfect. I was about to just tell you to move the kettlebell a little bit closer to you, which you already took care of. So ready for it?
Okay.
Let's go. There you go. And don't be afraid to kind of sit down a little bit more. It normally goes against what most people think of because you kind of have to push that butt back there a little bit. But don't be afraid of it. Almost there. 3, 2. Go ahead and set it down. Perfect. So now we have a little bit of our heart rate going again. Got it up there and climbing.
Yeah.
So now let's move into a squat thruster. This is something that most people don't know about, and it really helps promote a lot of shoulder strength, a lot of ab strength, legs, and keeps that heart rate going. So for this one, you're going to hold underneath the weight. Of course, you have a couple of options if we need to make any kind of an adjustment. And what you're going to do is just same thing as we were doing before. Kind of sit down and then just pop it up to the top. Down, up to the top. Okay. Nice and simple. Is your wrist all right?
Well, I have a cyst on my wrist, so.
Well, if your wrist bothers you, one of the things that you can do is just grab a hold of those handles a little bit so that it kind of makes you feel like you're actually grabbing a handle and it doesn't put the strain on your wrist.
Okay.
All right, are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
3, 2, go for it. Move that kettlebell a little closer to your body.
Okay.
Perfect. Very good. Very good. Nice work. Excellent job. That's right. That's right. Feel that burn. We're almost there. 3, 2, let it rest. Go ahead and set it down.
Okay.
So, we only went through just a couple of exercises, but you can kind of see, like, whenever there's almost no rest in between, you know, you still have that breathing heavy.
Yeah.
Where's your heart rate at right now?
145.
145. So that is a really, really amazing heart rate. That's typically what we call our fat burning zone. Fat burning zone is where you're going to get a lot of useful calories burnt. And what's also great about that zone is that it kind of takes away from one of those dreaded exercises that everybody, including myself, hate. And I'm sure that you've heard this from different people, but your friends that, you know, go to the gym and are a little bit active, after they do a weightlifting session, what do they normally do right after that?
Well, they'll get like on the treadmill?
Exactly. You don't need that anymore. You worked with intention, with purpose during this whole time. So your heart rate was already going, you were already burning several calories, your heart was actually in a cardio zone. So while you were building muscle, while you were burning calories and losing fat, you were also getting your cardiovascular exercise out of the way. So not only are you losing weight, burning calories, but you're also making sure that your heart healthy.
I just keep it at 145?
You can go up and above, but about 140 to 165 is typically going to be a fat burning zone.
Okay.
If you go over that, it's typically called a cardio zone. Cardio zone is typically just for heart health. That's about it. But with this right here, you're going to be finding yourself getting to that cardio zone several times throughout your workout without ever having to set foot on a treadmill.
Oh,
now, if you choose, by all means, you can still use that treadmill.
No, it takes too much time.
Exactly. So, with this little plan, after we've done this little workout, and then after attending the Eating Yourself Healthy seminar, how do you feel about everything? Do you feel like this is something that you can fit in?
Yeah, because I'm already working on the Eating Myself Healthy and seeing results with that, and it's really super easy, and this will help me have more time with because my schedule is so busy, this will help me have more time with everybody at home.
Because in about a 30-minute span of time, you're going to be able to burn all the calories you needed to, and then you're done. You don't have to spend that hour and a half, 2 hours. So hopefully this will give you that time that you were looking for while still balancing that super hectic life, being a mom, and trying to make sure you get time with your child.
And work and everything else too.
Well, thank you so much for being here today. I just want to put it out there again. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please just give me some, a shout. My contact information is still out there for you. I truly appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much, Christy.
Thank you very much, Adam. I appreciate it.